Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena, and today it's workshop day and it's a bit of a doozy. We got Brawl, and not just any Brawl, we got Brawl around all the new planes, well, not all the new Planeswalkers. Well, actually it's all the new Planeswalkers. Ugin's a reprint, it's not exactly a new Planeswalker. That said, we have 5 different decks this time, so you get to try out each and every one. I'm actually curious if this is a Brawl deck, so this will not be similar to the Planeswalker decks. In fact, it does have quite a bit of other stuff here. So yeah, we're gonna start with white first, and ooh, these are nice. These are nice, gorgeous planes out there. I bet if I go to the store right now, I'll find this in the shop. Anyway, we'll get back to that later. First off, we're gonna be trying out Basriket. So very quickly, very early Planeswalker, but you want to play him when you have creatures because he wants creatures, he buffs creatures, he makes creatures make more creatures, and his ultimate makes more creatures. So pretty much want to make a lot of creatures and keep them alive. So, and with that, so we have quite a few early drops. Most of them are on the 2 drops. Actually, not that many in the 2 drop slot. In fact, it's kind of 50-50 at that. He does play around the +1/+1 counter effect, so there is that. But there are a few things that I think are missing, like for one, unbreakable formation, because you are generating a lot of creatures. Then again, I don't think there are. If white itself, the color of board wipes, is not running board wipes, I'll probably check red. That's the next bet, but I don't think anyone's running board wipes. Otherwise, it's about creatures, buffing them up. Taranika kind of helps there. Linden keeps gaining you life, so it will combo with Daxos and Heliod. Actually, we'll see if that's a pattern. We also got other notable rares would be, let's see, Victory's Envoy, not so notable, 3/3 for 5 mana. Oketra is very notable. Bane Slayer Angels there, Harmonious Archons there to wreck your opponent's day, and you got Reverend Hoplite to make things even worse. Remember, it's more about protecting your own team than actual removal. The only removal I've seen is, well, Fight as 1 is kind of removal but defensive. It's really Swift Response, Banishing Light, Conclave Tribunal. At least we got a Glorious Anthem to also buff the team. So, Solidarity, it's just +1/+1 in each creature. Yeah, so we have to be there's a Securitas scene, so we have quite a bit of removal, not so much. Also, there's a Radiant Fountain, help gain life. Well, then let's go to blue. Teferi, Master of Time, also known as Teferi, not so broken like the last one. So this one's going to be relative. Well, that's a bit of a shame. We got Teferi's Ageless Insight, got Teferi's Time Twist. We don't have Teferi's Tutelage. I guess they don't want it. I guess they're controlling it that way. Otherwise, lots of spells in the 2 slot. A lot of them are not really the ones you want to cast on 2, pretty much because they're counter spells, but we do have a lot of ways so we have to just make sure we maintain early tempo. We end up playing a lot of stuff late just because we're holding up stuff. So stuff like Teferi's Ageless Insight's gonna come down a bit late. Rewind is actually gonna be very good here. Historian Zalfir. I think there's a. Let's see. Then otherwise, let's see. Tricks and Stormwing Entity. I did see 3 mythics aside from Teferi, so aside from Basri in the last one. So what are the mythics here? I don't think I see a lot of rares, but okay, there's a discontinuity, but I just see a lot of rares, not much in mythics, but okay, this is an interesting blend. I don't know what that says about white, but there you go. Also, we get Mystic Sanctuary to buy back instants and sorceries, which is kind of relevant here. Oh wait, we have a Brazen Borrower, that's 1 mythic. Yeah, I guess that's it. It's that and discontinuity. Oh well. Actually, it also has a Castle Vantress, this has Castle Ardenville also. Okay, so there you go, that's blue. I don't know what to make of it, but I guess it's showing off the power of Teferi. It's pretty much drawing cards, trying to draw into the right thing, so you have to be the best judge on what is the right thing at the moment, since you are mostly reacting. Liliana, Waker of the Dead. So mostly about discarding stuff, and that's not much of a problem because she benefits off that. Lots of ways to get stuff in the graveyard. There's Karavek, Rankle gets stuff in the graveyard. Cavalier of Knights also a big one. Massacre Worm is also a big payoff. It's Liliana Tribal with Liliana and Liliana Dreadhorde General. Pretty good there. Quite a bit of removal between Finale of Eternity, Murderous Rider, Disfigure. Actually, lots of removal. Eliminate. Also, a few Grass of Darkness. Few ways of controlling the hand. Burglar Rat, Yarok's Fen Lurker. This is not exactly a devotion deck, but that's fine. I don't want to see yet another devotion deck. Liliana quite well represented here. A lot of cards with her name on it. And Archfiend's Vessel is going to be very annoying, especially between the Call of the Death Dweller, Blood for Bones, Rise Again, Cauldron's Gift. So there is a bit of reanimation. Heck, lots of reanimation here, in fact. So it's kind of expecting you to get cards in the graveyard. So Mar Triton helps there. Is that it? Mar Triton only? What is... Well, Timrid Calls the Dead also works there. Otherwise, it's pretty much you have to... Well, Liliana's going to be doing a lot of work here. Oh, we can also cycle Void Beckoner. That's also going to be very annoying. Then we got Chandra, Heart of Fire, Mono Red. Actually, I'm thinking I want to just build a Chandra Tribal Brawl deck at this point. Well, for now, let Chandra, Heart of Fire head the spotlight. Pretty much she's going to be the main source of card advantage, especially once we empty our hand. Also a good source of extra damage. We got Torbrand to buff that up. Chandra, Acolyte of Flames also there. Other Mythic Chandra's not here, but I guess that's fine. Steamkin. So we want to put a lot of pressure early, and yeah, so we have to be very careful though with the hands we keep. There are a lot of cards that cost way too high for what we normally would consider a mono red deck. So we want to see a lot more of these. We don't want to see a lot of these in our opening hand. Sure, it's Brawl, it's supposedly slower, but you still want to put the pressure very early. And finally, Garruk Unleashed. Welcome back. How good thing they got rid of the curse, eh? So very good at buffing creatures, making beasts. So it's about putting down quality creatures. There is a there isn't much in the way of ramp. It's literally Wolf Willow Haven, Leafkin Druid. There's no Goose. There is no Paradise Druid. There's an evolution. There's a Llanowar Visionary. That's also another ramp. But evolution spell to buff with counters. I guess there's also another counter team here. We get to draw cards off with Beast Whisperer, Garruk's Harbinger. Pride Malkin also puts counters, so we're gonna try to take advantage of that. Beanstalk Chimera is kind of ramp. Beanstalk Giant's kind of ramp. Tree Shaker Chimera. Okay. Oh yeah, Castle Garenbrig also very good ramp. That said, very weird. We have the Gingerbread Cabin, but in terms of taking advantage of the food token, we don't have the usual stuff. As I said, there's no Goose, but there's also no Wicked Wolf. And as far as removal is concerned, it's Ram True. Is that it? Oh, Ram True, Kogla, Voracious Hydra. Okay, so our removal is quite limited. We're gonna have to be very careful. We want to be forcing our opponent to remove our stuff. We don't want to be put in a position where we have to remove our opponent's stuff. And you get also Bonder's Enclave as card draw. So yeah, eclectic mix and all that. We're definitely gonna start with Basri Ket. This definitely gonna be a longer video because I'm gonna go through 5 different decks. I don't think I'll even have the time to play one deck twice. Well, I guess if things go south, I will have plenty of time for that. But yeah, 10 minutes just discussing all these different decks. I guess I could have just played it straight and to heck with it. But the thing I would consider is, especially in Workshop where you're given the chance to know what your opponent's up to, take good advantage of that. So this is not the most exciting, but this is a definite keep. we got Hawk. We can protect the Hawk. And you can play Basri Ket to make the Hawk even more annoying. Also got Siege Striker, so no rush on that one. And if we draw into more creatures, we can kind of wait until Ketra. Forest Text is a bit off-center. Oh, nice. Hawk into Daxos, into Siege Striker, into Basri Ket. We might... But remember, there is some removal, but they all seem to be creature dependent, so let's wait on that. I would not mind if our opponent rams through the Healer's Hawk. That would be so... it's not... kind of inefficient, I suppose. I want to place the Bark Hydro. Okay, so we're definitely playing Daxos turn 2. Opponent probably has ways to buff. We also have a way to buff, so to speak. Yeah, the text being off-center is a little bit weird. I still like how it looks. It's just... If our opponent holds back... Okay, opponent plays Wildwood Scourge. This is interesting because whenever counters are put on... Actually, I want to just hold... I could hold Daxos back because it's going to take a while for our opponent to fight through this one. Next turn, we can play Basri Ket. Make soldier tokens. The soldier tokens will probably get eaten, so probably not a great idea. I'm better off casting, say, Taranika, but I'm hoping to draw into lands because I want to land Oketra. Okay, so they're both 4/4s. We are going to take 4. Yeah, this is going to be a problem. Again, I was talking about how they don't have much removal. We also don't have much removal. It's also +1/+1 until... it's also indestructible until end of turn, so it doesn't benefit our other turn. We'll definitely play Taranika. So Daxos is literally just holding on to our precious behind. I don't remember much in the way of enchantment removal. There's Garruk Unleashed, so I would have expected him to play the Garruk first before Bloomhulk. For our opponent definitely swings with that, which is actually just fine. Because we can technically play Basri Ket now. Go -2. Create tokens that are attacking. This one, you can swing up to nuke Garruk.
Bring bread and water for the weary. Come and rest.
Make 2 tokens. I swing both at Garruk. So Healer's Hawk becomes... Select Planeswalker to attack. Okay, so since he can't block with these... We're gonna lose Taranika, which is the sad part. We get an army, which is... Actually, it also incentivizes our opponent to... It also incentivizes our opponent to trade into Basri, which is kind of okay. We're still short on lands. That's always the problem. Siege Striker... Well, Siege Striker will kind of work if I'm still stuck. Basically, I can play it. Then I can just tap these tokens. Opponent probably wants to ram through the Healer's Hawk at this time. Yeah, so yeah, that was an annoying snipe. I will admit. We will lose Basri Ket, so yeah, there you go. Salute to Basri. We're not gonna even bother block. Yes, definitely move him to command zone. We don't have a way of reanimate. There is no way to reanimate. Okay, there's a Sir Farron, but we can swing with whatever we got. I don't expect Angel of Vitality to stay high life, but I'm basically trying to force as many trades as possible. And gaining slow life in the process. Opponent might have anti-flying removal. At least it means that's not one creature. That's a creature that's not gonna hit the board. Yeah, mana's for being stuck at 3 mana for a while. We've kind of held on a bit. Definitely gonna need that feat of resistance eventually. If I can hit one more mana for Basri's Lieutenant, that's great. Gonna be great. Flaxen Intruder. So this is an auto block. Oh, opponent concedes right there. Okay, I'll take that. If I did not draw another land, I would still be in trouble. I really wouldn't know if I could sustain, but sustain we did. And yeah, that 500 XP is quite welcome. Okay, so we'll do Teferi next. This one, we might end up having to play this one again because I did not understand what I saw in the Teferi deck the first time around. Not to say that Teferi is not powerful. I understand the Planeswalker. It's the rest of the deck that I'm gonna have to really consider carefully. Like if I play Teferi down, I get to loot once. That's the +1 draw and discard. Then I will be able to phase something out. Our opponent's gonna be playing a relatively aggro deck, so we do want to have something. Okay, I'll keep this one. Between the Sphinx and the Ominous Seas, we got something going. Yeah, submit. And so what do I want? Not the Mystic Sanctuary. Well, eventually, actually, if I could ditch this, I would. If I could ditch the Teferi some Ageless Insight, I would. I do want the other. I do want the other island though. We need to hit that 4th land. Turn 2 Ominous Seas is gonna be kind of annoying for our opponent. Turn 2 Ominous Seas into Mistral Singer just to keep the board locked down. We'll probably play the Sphinx first, force our opponent to play removal. Opponent has a Disfigure, I think, and probably other removal. So that said, if I get our opponent to cast removal now, I'm happy for that. Also, just gonna take that hit. Now, Teferi's Ageless Insight's only useful in, well, say with Teferi. Teferi's ability. Our regular card draw does nothing. So, nothing died this turn. I'm tempted to play this now just to do the draw and discard. I kind of want to play this one first before that. Let's be patient. Yeah, let's play Sphinx. Actually, I don't mind swinging with this one now. Sure, we end up like what? If our opponent kills this and he swings, we take 4 damage. It's not the end of the world. We can still kind of survive that. Next turn, we can even kind of hold up, Brazen Borrower, bounce just to trigger Prowess and annoy our opponent. Also note that, our opponent's about to make. If our opponent plays a land and plays this one, we will discard Ageless Insight. It is what it is. Opponent swings with this one. He is telegraphing. He has an effect. You know what? I'll take the damage. Timurit calls the dead, so he gets to make more tokens. Ooh, that's a super whiff. No, that said, I don't actually want this one now, so we'll scry that down. So we now actually have an excuse to hold mana up. I kind of want to do it offensively. Let's see. If a creature died, you may put a loyalty counter. Okay, we're just gonna beat the tempo off our opponent. And I'm going to hold this one back because I could just flash this end of turn. Opponent did hit a creep. Oh, nice. Rankle down. He could still have Blood for Bones. But we do have at least a Brazen Borrower to make it less annoying. Opponent actually has enough creatures in the graveyard to... has enough cards in graveyard, actually. Basically, I'm doing this because if our opponent goes -3, we can... on the Liliana, we can still not nuke it. Basically, the Sphinx of Foresight is there just to control how much damage gets. Kind of limited, I guess. Also, we know that our opponent's the black deck benefits off creatures dying, so we're kind of limiting it for as long as we can. It will become painful when we're forced to start blocking, and he gets the synergies down. Scroucher again. Okay. Let's pass the end first, then we cast this. I suppose he could have eliminate it. Wouldn't have the Glimpse of Freedom wouldn't have protected it anyway. Oh, there's a Baron. Ooh, this will be interesting. Let's keep that on top. Huh. And let's see. This is not a zombie, so this only benefits off zombies, so I think you can guess what I'm gonna bounce. You get to draw a card in the process. I'm willing to let Baron die at this point. I know we might have a little more bounce, but I'm okay with that one now. Opponent plays Cauldron's Gift. Ooh, loses the other piece of removal. Probably brings back Rankle. Okay, that makes sense. So I will actually, because this is 4 damage. No, 8 damage. But if I block to trade this one, I only take 5 damage, but I will lose Sphinx. No, I'll take the 8 damage now. Opponent probably does not want to activate the card draw part 2 because I benefit from it more. Okay, definitely discard the card and sacrifice. Yeah, he's gonna sacrifice that. We're gonna sacrifice Baron. Okay, Disdainful Stroke. Yeah, I guess we could keep that up top. So in fact, we can cast Stinging Lionfish. We can. Oh, in fact, we'll do that. We'll cast Stinging Lionfish first because we got comboed there, sort of. So let's see what our opponent's got next. Yeah, we haven't cast a fairy. We're eventually going to be in the position where we're going to have to cast a fairy. Tap Rankle. Yes, tap target non-land permanent. Okay, we got our island, so we can actually play Teferi into Disdainful Stroke next turn. Opponent skips their combat. Makes us discard a card. I guess Liliana's Triumph. Each opponent sacrifices a creature, then also discards a card. Oh, then he can also make us discard the other card. You know what? That's fine.
From battle to the grave.
Empties our opponent. Oh, he's gonna go for the kill. Okay, that's fair.
I grow strong. You grow weak.
This isn't my first time being.
Okay, definitely draw and discard. Discard the land. We'll activate this end of turn. If we don't have to present a creature, we won't. Sad thing is, we're gonna lose to Fairy. There's no way around that. We'll see what our opponent tries to do though. Palmar Knight, draw a card, lose a life. Okay. He does realize he needs to have a way to block, right? If he only swings with Rankle, I will just phase it out. Each opponent discards a card. Okay, sure. Yeah, sure. I could have cycled it to trigger, but don't want to risk it that much. Yeah, pass to attackers. Opponent swings with both. So, oh, he can actually still cast that one. That makes sense. So, since he's hitting this one... Actually, no, let's... Yeah, it's a shame we couldn't play this one. That would have been great. I could play this one, but no, Falmar Knight's a problem. Yeah, just gonna face it. Just gonna face it. Face this one out. Yeah, we still lose it, but there's nothing to it. Now our opponent gets to command zone. Actually, we get to cast it again. So, Falmar Knight. Oh wait, resolve. Does he have anything else? No. Activate ability. Oh, letting it die was perfect. He might still have a kill effect, but... No. Yep, Teferi is powerful, especially if you know how to play around it. Also, yeah, we've been taking a lot of damage intentionally. We're gonna try the black deck next, so we're not gonna have to figure out how do we play around that part. I'm very sure the Liliana deck is also quite good. I'm just curious on how our opponent was able to hit Rankle and some other cards and whatnot. I think our opponent's mistake was trying to get Teferi killed. We actually had enough mana to cast it again. I think that was the only mistake our opponent made. So, mono green. I don't like casting Falmar Knight turn 1. Then again, I don't like these cards way too early also. We're gonna have to mulligan this. Like, this is literally our only play, and I would much rather play this turn 3 than turn 1. Yeah, let's take that free mulligan. Okay, at least we have more choices between the murder. We have more choices between Murderous Rider and Vizier. I did not want to see Massacre Worm now. So, on the absolute worst case scenario, at least we have we can play 3 cards at the 3 different spells on turn 3. Gruesome Menagerie is not gonna hit much. Opponent cycles Titanot Rex. I'm actually curious. Does he have a... There's a Truffle Snout. Okay. +1, +1. +1, +1. I guess we go for the Vizier, the Scorpion. Also, Archfiend's Vessel is gonna be... Next turn we can play Murderous... We can play this one, Murderous Rider, into Archfiend Vessel. Yeah, I'm definitely trading the token. Opponent's going to... If we hit 1 more mana... Okay, we did not hit the 1 more mana. But we do hit the plan, so I will play Archfiend's Vessel first. Then I will mute Garruk with Murderous Rider. Yeah, we will definitely try to get Archfiend's Vessel killed. No attacks. Yeah, let's take advantage of said Gruesome Menagerie. I'm tempted to actually let both die. More realistically, I would just play Timurid Calls the Dead, so we'll actually let one die. Yeah, because if I play Timurid Calls the Dead, the other tokens I make... Okay, there's a Rise again. Kind of whiffing a bit. We can start making everyone discard cards, but it's not a benefit to us. We'll play Timurid. Okay, those are lands I needed. We will nuke Liliana Scrounger. Definitely want to keep Vizier the Scorpion alive at this point. Our opponent does... I did mention our opponent does have ways to remove. So we should not lean too much on it. I could also just... Like, also, why is this... Prevent that damage, so... If a creature would deal combat damage... Ooh, yikes. So I need to actually use Liliana to nuke it. Blocking it will not do anything, so no blocks. We'll take 8. I can now swing back at Garruk at least. Okay, there's 5 mana. There's a Gorm. Yeah, we'll nuke the Gorman. Actually, I could have... Yeah, we're gonna start limiting what our opponent can... Yeah, he's gonna block that. And Gruesome Menagerie takes care. Yeah, done. Amass 1. And we get a 5/5. Which hopefully should be enough to nuke Garruk. The alternate was to Rise again Gormand. I guess I could have done... I would have lost the Archfiend synergy. One thing's for sure, we are going to take another 8 damage, so we definitely want to snipe Garruk ASAP. Our opponent's definitely going to play another creature, so we need to... Oh wait, how many cards do we have in the graveyard? 5? Oh, he went for the -2. Actually, with 5, we can go Liliana, Waker of the Dead now. Okay. Okay, we gain life off this. But... Yeah, just a chump block. Oh, he might have... Oh, he didn't. Yeah, let's just gain life off this. Yeah, sure, it gets bigger. Actually, now that I think of it, that was... Oh wait, this will hit the graveyard then. So yeah, we will have 6 cards. I want to play Stonecoil Serpent, so X equals 7. Okay. We get the Scry Tree. We definitely want the Swamp. We do not want the Scythe. In fact, I want the Swamp first before Cauldron's Gift. So, definitely playing Liliana, Waker of the Dead. This has reach.
Death is an opportunity to increase my influence.
So we can't quite snipe this yet, but we should make the effort to snipe this one first.
You can scream if it hurts too much.
Opponent probably just throws a token in front of it, so that's fine. Basically minimize the number of creatures here as much as possible because we are about, because we will have if we do hit our other mana, we get Liliana number 2. We will probably end up losing this Liliana. Opponent's going big. Oh, Llanowar draws a card, trying to hit something. Could just sack the, oh no, okay, hits a Sir Farron. So Massacre Worm's gonna be good here. Okay, we will definitely lose Liliana, that's a given. Opponent skip? Spark Hydro, okay. So the interesting thing is, I can... Oh yeah, he skipped. Yeah, he missed that one. Okay, so... We'll discard the Dread Crescents.
Don't care about your plans.
And I'm definitely gonna swing with Gormand on this. Let's get the block out. Yeah, opponent has to block. It's a given. Massacre. Yep. Yep, and we got some nice triggers there. And next turn we get Liliana Dreadfort General. And our opponent is, yeah, he's gonna have to +1 and use Bonder's Enclave if he wants to draw more cards. That's kind of what I would do. Yeah, there you go. We will definitely see. Yes. Now he's down to 4 mana. 6 mana. Wolf Willow Haven. Okay, he's really literally out. If he swings with that... Oh wait, you know what? Okay, if I let Liliana die, I could just recast her, which is fine.
Well, that was a waste.
Yes, move to command zone. And next turn we get to Cauldron's Gift. Nothing much. We can call... Nah. I don't want to... Each player sacrifices 2 creatures. Though I get to reanimate it again, so that's one thing we could do. In fact, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna... swing with this one first. See if our opponent chump blocks. He could just let it die, which makes sense. Lets it die.
I've grown tired of this.
Costs 8 mana, which he will have. But this way we get to draw cards. So let's nuke that board. Yeah, why are you willing to give up your Massacre Worm? Well, that's the contents. I don't remember seeing a Scavenging Ooze though, so let's hope that's not there. Also, the ironic disfigure in case our opponent cracks for a wolf. Opponent's gonna have to decide if they want to crack Gar... Yeah, this gonna be the turn. Opponent cast Yorvo. Probably cast Garruk. Oh no, draws a card. We have Evolution Sage, okay. So not quite enough to kill Yorvo. Well, unless I go Liliana Waker of the Dead. That's one way to kill Yorvo. Okay. Yeah, I could just reanimate, but... Also, no real rush to nuke Yorvo yet, so what we can do is... Cauldron's Gift to mill 4 cards. No, let's Rise Again first. Let's buy back Dread Presence. Play Witch's Cottage. We will get back Vizier. We will use this one to snipe this. Yes. Oh, it's on top of Library. Okay, not so great, but I guess we just cast Murderous Rider then. Opponent probably wants to draw a card again with Yorvo. With Bonder's Enclave now that he has Yorvo. Gonna cast Garruk again. Going for... He could go for the Trample. Okay. Yeah, no blocks. She did her job.
Death won't conquer me so easily.
This is X equals 5. Yeah, that's...
Run now, and I might spare your life. Death embrace.
Yeah, we got control. I was not expecting this to be a control deck, but here we go. And we have the Disfigure for the Wolf token. Garruk's Harbinger. Hexproof from... Well, it's hexproof from black. So I'm not targeting it to Disfigure. It's a draw card. He probably plays the card. So I'm just going to keep plussing... I'm just going to keep doing +1 here. Yeah, we will +1 for the Actually, +1 probably for the Eliminate.
We're doing things my way.
We only have like we have 8 mana, so yeah, we can cast Cauldron's Gift. Ooh, we missed the Call of the Death Dweller. We do have a hooded. Okay, opponent kind of sees everything going south at this point. I would have gotten the Hooded Blightfang back. Yeah, so no. Oh no, not too shabby. Yeah. We're bound to start making mistakes at this point. Well, let's hope it's not with Chandra. Again, we need to really keep a low curve at the early onset. We have to remember that not all her... That she does have a few cards that are on the top end. She doesn't exactly have ramp outside of Arcane Signet. You've never cat. Everyone's playing Garruk. I understand why he's the most proactive deck. Okay, this is... I'll be honest, I want to ditch this. Like, what am I gonna do? Mountain, Castle, Embret, Cathartic Reunion, discard... I'm gonna end up discarding the Fire Emancipation, to be honest. Let's just mulligan first. Okay, this is better. We have the option to nuke something. We can Arcane Signet if not, and cast this one. So, yeah, this is much better. As a Pelt Collector, yes, we are... When you activate the loyalty of... This one to damage to each opponent. I'll play the Arcane Signet first. Our opponent probably puts 1 counter on this, so that's what... So we'll take 2 damage. We end up... I would rather kill the Horned Beetle, but I think we have ways to kill that too. We will definitely snipe the Pelt Collector first. Okay, this one's a bit... Okay, this one's a bit of a waste. Definitely want to... Yeah, this one's a bit of a weird one. We really need... I really want to hit 1 more mana for Chandra Heart of Fire. I'm going to place Drowsing Pteranodon. Does he have... Okay, we'll take the hit. Going to place Adventurous Impulse. Gonna dig some stuff. Probably another land. Or if our opponent has the land already, probably a good decent sized creature. Hits a creature, probably has the land. We did hit our land also. So I want to keep this up. Let's put pressure on our opponent. Now, +1 because let's say our opponent casts Garruk and +1 this. This is 6. We'll just have to throw the Blister Spit Goblin under the bus. Then next turn we just go Searing Barrage and try to buy back our position. Yeah, he's definitely gonna +1 this. Oh no, makes a beast. Okay, he's going around. Now, I could have played this one first, but at 5 mana, I could also just drop this, then drop this. I kind of want to drop this first. Because it's only a matter of time before our opponent hits a... But this is our only big damage spell. You know what? Plan B. Yeah, Blister Spit Gremlin not doing much yet. Opponent hits their 6 mana. No, 5 mana. Hits an X equals 3. Probably snipes the Bone Crusher Giant. Okay, so at least they trade. Swings with that one. Well, I guess now is the time we give it a shot. Thankfully, green is not known for haste. So, let's see. Searing Barrage deals 15 damage and 9 to controller. Chandra Heart of Fire deals... Oh, this is so dirty. Opponent now forced to make tokens. So I could play this. Oh, okay, this is just so dirty. Ugh. Right. I just took a shower. I feel like I want to take another one. Actually, we've beaten like three different green. Okay, well it's hexproof from black, not red. He's now playing everything because he kind of has to. He has 7 mana. I think he just pumps to keep it alive. Yep.
They're a stampede of one.
Oh no, hold on. We will have only 4 mana. Yeah, that's disgusting. Oh no, I feel so bad. This is brutal. Opponent has a Bloom Hulk, but we just literally burned everything out. Yeah, concedes at that point. He knows I'm just gonna keep burning. He doesn't. If he saw me cast the other Chandra, it's... Oh gosh. Oh well. I guess it goes downhill from here when we now finally hit the green deck. But we will give it a try. So again, it shows that we have to be very proactive. We can't just let everything get burned away. So I would not be surprised if we... Kind of a bit of a rock, paper, scissors matchup. Also now after seeing what happened there, a lot of the early drops don't look that strong. It's anymore. So I'm actually scared to run this deck now. I would not be surprised if for each one of these decks there are 2 strong matchups and 2 weak matchups, or 1 strong matchup, 1 weak matchup, 2 coin flip matchups. Yeah, in terms of the decks, they're very interesting. And let's be honest, that red swing, that was a super fluke. Our opponent put themselves in the position to lose their Garruk multiple times. Okay, this one is officially... I don't even know if I want... Okay, because we got turn 2 Wolf Willow Haven or Arcane Signet. We definitely want to hit a Stonecoil Serpent. This is a Boss Riquette deck, by the way, so we can snipe 1 creature with this. I'll take a risk. We actually have enough time that if we lose very quickly, we get to play again. Oh, nice turn 1 pop collector. I'll take that. Also helpful that our opponent did not have a 1-drop. Does he have? He probably has a 2-drop. Daxos. We could snipe Daxos. No, not quite. Not this one. Yeah, I guess we just Wolf Willow Haven 1 land. Yeah, super slow. Not great. Yeah, we're just taking a bit of our time. We will take a bit of early damage. Ooh, this is a bad combo. Opponent's definitely going to gain quite a bit of life. We did hit... So, okay. This puts... So, X equals 2... Oh, wait. Yeah, we don't have enough... Target... Okay, wait. X equals 2 makes this a 2-2. Then I get 1 more mana as an X3 equals 3. Primal Might is only plus X. And we're taking a bit of a sacrifice here. Target creature we control. Target creature they control. Oh, okay, cancel. Sorry. X equals 0. Confirm 0. Yeah, that's another way to do it. Yeah, we need to start growing counters. Next turn, we definitely... If I would like to draw a land, but otherwise it's definitely Arcane Signet into Stonecoil Serpent. At least we took out the Earth. Okay, Seasoned Hollow Blade is going to be so annoying. Yeah, I don't like playing this as an X equals 3. But it buffs these two. And I don't remember if our opponent has a plus... No, they have Fight as 1. Okay, no, Fight as 1 is not enough to... Oh. Okay, because it comes with 1, this comes with 1. Okay, yeah, Fight as 1 will give it indestructible, but it will not be enough to... Opponent's gonna take it for now, yeah, so... Doesn't mean he doesn't have to Fight as 1. We're gonna have to kind of willingly take damage from this. I'm definitely playing Garruk to +1 next turn. Vanishing Light. Yeah, I would do that too. We don't exactly have anti-enchantment tricks, so we're going to... Opponent passes. I guess that makes sense. We're literally gonna be, well, at least they used up one of their premium removal on this, so we're gonna be on the +1 train.
Smell of malts in the morning.
I could have done it in Pelt Collector.
Out of our way.
So it's already, yeah, it's already not profitable for our opponent to. Now, if our opponent attacks with this one, okay, going for Basri Ked. Oh, he actually does have enough. Okay, so he's going for the tokens. I think he's gonna go for this. He makes 2 tokens, so that's enough to kill Garruk. I guess we block 1 token. At least let's minimize the board, even if we don't have to. Yeah, we'll move into Commander Zone. One has a Loyal Pegasus. Can't attack or block alone, so it does nothing. Hit our 6 mana, so we actually have the option to play Garruk again. I could also just play Leafkin Druid into Predatory Worm. At least give us something big on... something big with Vigilance. Yeah, no. So definitely swinging here. He has 4 mana. I could make him try to cast it again. Otherwise he just makes 1 creature indestructible, which I guess is okay. Yeah, let's go for the Throat. He will need to leave some creatures behind. And yes, I have well, if nothing dies, I have if nothing leaves about no creature leaves the battlefield on my side, I have 8 mana.
Oketra's love is your shield.
It might actually force him to spend mana to give lifelink. Okay, there we go. He probably just spends mana on both. Oh, just 1. Okay, we take 9. Okay, kind of sharing the love. So this has trample. We need to give this one trample. He does have, well, Swift Response will not work here. It will work on the Stonecoil Serpent. And yeah, let's send the Pelt Collector in for good measure. Nope, there you go. Woo! That's how you use Garruk. Though admittedly, this was one of our better matchups. And also because we were able to steal tempo with that early removal. If our opponent was able to keep that creature on the board for that early creature a lot longer, what was that? Yeah, we would have had problems. But there you go. Those are 5 different Planeswalker decks, and yeah, they're interesting for Brawl. Definitely, we can make them even more busted. But as a tech demo of sorts, I like them. That's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. We didn't exactly win much, but we learned a lot of things along the way. We got to try out the different Planeswalkers. Yeah, actually got to cast all the Planeswalkers. So yeah, shout out to Teferi for clutching the win on that one. That was actually very scary. Shout out to Chandra for being for giving me a creepy vibe with that especially comboed with Fiery Emancipation. I might want to actually try that in Chandra Tribal now. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great day.